Hello and welcome to Pokemon Go Battle League. This is another great league match with my team of Azumarill, Skarmory, and Shiftry. I've swapped out the Play Rough on my Azumarill for an Ice Beam to have better coverage over things like flying types, ground types, and grass types. And it still has good coverage on dragon types, and it's at least neutral to dark types. So I think it's a better decision. But we go ahead and start here with Skarmory versus Delgon, and I'm pretty sure at this point I just don't even bother to shield anything up. I just take the hits. I'm going to be able to charge to 2 Sky attacks before they can charge to another one of their moves. So we're going to be able to use 2 Sky attacks here and break hopefully both their shields. I don't remember if they use both shields here or if they just let their Shelgon go down here. I think they just let it go down. Yeah, they let it go down and they save their second shield, which is the right play. My Skarmory is going to go down here, which is fine. We'll bring in Shiftry, which will have the Leaf Blade super effectiveness. They are going to have to shield this up, otherwise Blastoise is going down. So we're in a really good position right now. 2 shields, and they've lost both their shields and one of their Pokemon each. They bring in their Ivysaur to try and counter me. I don't even bother to switch because Azumarill is going to be weak to Ivysaur anyways. We'll just go ahead and use Foul Play to do some neutral damage to him. They're completely out of shield, so they can't block it. We go ahead and use Leaf Blade here. Either one of those would have worked. They're low enough that either one's going to kill here. Actually, Leaf Blade doesn't quite kill, but we can hit him for another thing. I probably should have used Foul Play there, but it doesn't end up mattering all that much because we have another Leaf Blade charged up right here that we can use to kill their Blastoise for a very easy game one. Didn't even use any of my shields and didn't even get to Azumarill, so pretty easy game one there. All right, moving on to game number 2 here. We've got the same team, same lineup, same order. So we are met with an Ivysaur off the start, which is a really good thing for me. We're going to be super effective against it. So they're going to have to switch right off the bat, and they do. And they bring out a Flygon, which I also think is a pretty good matchup for me, so I don't even bother to switch out my Skarmory. I don't think any of my other choices. I think maybe my Shiftry would be good against the ground type, but I think actually Azumarill would be good against ground type too. But I think Skarmory's fine to just stay in here. We're just gonna take some of their hits since the Dragon Claw is not gonna be very effective. Charge up some Sky attacks. Miss quite a bit of those flying bubble things, but it's fine. We got another charge attack coming in. I'm pretty sure they blocked this, and they're down to. Let's see. So I'm pretty sure I switch out for after I charge a little bit. I switch out for a no. I tried to switch out there. Um, I was a little too cocky and a little too late. I should have switched out a tad bit earlier, but that's fine. We switch into Shiftry after letting Skarmory go down. They switch into Ivysaur, which is, again, fine. We can hit him for the neutral damage, especially since they're out of shields. No, actually, they have one left, which they're going to have to use here unless they want to use it on their Drifblim, which actually is probably the right play. I think they probably should have saved their shield there, if I'm being completely honest. We're going to go ahead and use one of our shields to block their charge move. And then as soon as their Drifloon comes in, we're just going to hit him with a Foul Play. And should be a pretty easy kill here. And that's an easy game too. Yeah, not quite as easy as game one, but I still finished with not even using the Azumarill, and I still had one shield left. So again, pretty easy game. We're going to go straight into round number 3 here. What do they bring to the table off the start? I don't remember off the top of my head. So we're going to start with our Skarmory. They're bringing in a Gardevoir. Okay, that's fine. So they're going to be doing not very effective damage to me while I'm doing neutral damage to them, which is fine. We're going to go for a Sky attack right here. I could have probably charged some, but they seem to be hitting me for more damage than some of the other Pokemon in the previous games have been hitting me for, so I decided to get off as much damage as possible in hopes that they potentially use their shields. Either way, I don't think it would have mattered, but it does seem like yeah, I was able to get to 2 Sky attacks there, so I don't think it mattered whether I charged them both at once or used them one after another there. But in any case, we get both the kills there, and right here, we're waiting to see who throws out what Pokemon. And unfortunately, we both waited till the last second, so I didn't really get to choose an advantageous Pokemon there. But it's fine. They bring in a Houndour. We switch to Azumarill. They bring in a Victory Bell, and fortunately, we've swapped our Play Rough to an Ice Beam, so we're going to be super effective against that Victory Bell, and we're going to be able to kill that. And they're going to bring back in their Houndoom, and we're going to be able to use our Ice Beam and take this Houndoom down. Great decision on my part, switching that Play Rough onto to an Ice Beam, because as you see right there, it covers those grass types really well. Those grass types are going to be super effective against my Azumarill. If I've got an advantageous spot where I've charged up enough energy, I can just take them out with an Ice Beam really quick before they can really do too much damage to me. Moving into game number 4. This is really the game that I don't know if I just played it wrong or if it was just not my game. Game number 5, I also lost, but I think I probably could have won it had I not made a really stupid decision, which we'll get to in a bit. So they started with a Yanmega, which wasn't really all that great against my Skarmory. They bring in their own Skarmory, and we're just gonna kind of go grind back and forth. They do have it appears as though they do have actually 2 moves or 2 charge moves on their Skarmory, whereas I only have 1 unlocked at the moment since I don't have enough Skarmory candy. It's later on in the month. There should be an event week or so where there's Skarmory spawning more often, so I'll be able to get that rather soon. We're going to go ahead and block the Sky Attack because I'm close to charging my own Sky Attack. I don't remember if they block here or if they let it go down. I'm pretty sure they let it go down. Yeah, they let it go down. It doesn't quite get them, so they get 1 more hit on me, which is a little unfortunate, but that's okay. Hariyama's going to take down my Skarmory pretty instantly. At this point, I'm in a pretty bad spot. They've got 2 shields, and they've got a Hariyama, which I'm not going to be doing much damage to. It's gonna be wrecking my Shiftry, and I can kind of fight it with Azumarill, but not really. So I forget what they brought in here. What did they bring in? Oh, they're Yanmega. They shielded it up, and they're gonna be hitting me with the superpower here. I probably should not have shielded this superpower or ancient power. I probably should have let that one go through so I could have a shield for my Shiftry later on. But I don't think it really matters too much. I think this game is pretty much over at this point, no matter what I did. They're going to go ahead and use their last shield. I'm out of shields here. I don't know if it would have mattered because I think my Azumarill would have been dead either way. I'm not going to be able to charge to another Ice Beam here, unfortunately. We are going to be able to take this out with our Shiftry, although they are going to be super effective, so they're going to be dealing quite a bit of damage to me. They don't quite kill me with their charge move here, but they're going to be dealing enough damage, and unfortunately, I'm not able to get to this Leaf Blade before their Hariyama takes me out with the fast move. So that game's going to go to them. And then we're going to go straight into game number 5 here. And this is the game where I made a gigantic mistake, which cost me the entire game. I probably could have won had I not made this mistake, but you know what? You live and you learn. So start off with a pretty good lead. I mean, it's not as good as some of my other games, but at least we're doing neutral damage to them while they're doing not very effective damage to me. So we're just going to tank some of these hits. And of course, they actually managed to get the attack reduction debuff there, which is fine. It happens. We're going to go ahead and hit them with a Sky Attack, and they're going to let that go through. We have another attack coming. We're going to let this go through because it's not very effective, so I don't really need to use any shields on things that are not going to do much damage. So they bring out their Infernape here. I switch to my Azumarill, and here's where I make a really, really stupid decision. So they come in with a charge attack. I'm thinking it's going to be either fighting or fire, and so I don't block it, but turns out it's a solar beam. I didn't know that Infernape had access to solar beam, so I didn't block it, and Azumarill got wrecked. That was my big mistake there. Had I blocked that, I probably would have won the game. But unfortunately, I didn't know that Infernape had that, but you know what? It is what it is. So we take their Infernape out with our Skarmory, because I'm pretty sure it was already charged up, and then they bring back in their Ferrothorn. We charge up our Sky Attack, and they're going to go ahead and block it. So I have 2 shields, but I'm not really in a good position in terms of what Pokemon I have left. We're going to let this Skarmory go down, not without getting in 1 more hit, though. We bring in our Shiftry, and they've got an attack incoming. This is where I have to start using shields. Maybe I shouldn't have used a shield right there, though. Maybe I should have let that one go through. I'm not entirely sure, but we're going to hit them with a Leaf Blade here. They are out of shield, so this is going to go down. Maybe I should have just farmed that guy down instead, actually. That might have been another mistake that I made there. Although, to be fair, it didn't really matter because what they had is going to be super effective against me, and it's going to be dealing quite a bit of damage, and neither of the charge moves that I have are going to be dealing much damage to Whimsicott, so I don't think there's really anything I could do there after I blew that that Azumarill play. Although, to be fair, Whimsicott probably would have also done a lot of damage to Azumarill, but it is what it is. It happens, and you know, maybe I could have won that, maybe not, but I think had I not decided to let that solar beam go through, I would have been in a much better position to win that. In any case, my reward Pokemon was a Mudkip. Gonna go ahead and catch that. And that's going to be about it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Hopefully we'll get a 4-1 or a 5-0 in some of the later ones, but I don't know. We'll see. Hey, thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, hit the like button. It would really help me out. And hit the subscribe button. It'd be really appreciated. You can always unsubscribe later if you really hate me.